What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah. You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I have the memo right here. I just forgot. But it's not shipping out till tomorrow, so there's no problem.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I have the memo.
It's time to learn about everyone's favorite people manager, the ESTJ. Okay, today we're looking at the ESTJ, or what are reality doers. They do a great job of getting things done in reality. So I've titled them the efficiency managers. Like every personality type, there are two types of ESTJ. The first is the standard Myers-Briggs type, the TeSi, and they're asking the question, will everyone accept this reality? Then you have the jumper type, the ESTJ who jumps their SI in favor of their NE, the TeNe. This is called a double extrovert. And they ask the question, will everyone accept these concepts? If they accept these concepts, then I will bring it into reality. When it comes to the information and energy animals, an ESTJ will either be lead blast, meaning they are information dominant, or lead play, meaning that they are energy dominant. Therefore, the first type of ESTJ is the standard Myers-Briggs ESTJ, and we're calling them the blasting ESTJ because they are information dominant, and then they organize the world before they gather it. So their extroverted thinking is all about efficiency, getting things done in the most efficient and timely manner, and they're doing it with known information, which is their SI, their introverted sensing. And then after that, they will bring in new ideas, new concepts, but the SI is still calling the shots, so to speak. The NE serves the SI. And then the weakness for all ESTJs is the introverted feeling function. The introverted feeling function is in touch with what a person wants, what they desire, and the EJ is so much about getting things done for the tribe and for the organization that many times the EJ does not sit back and think, what is it that I want? The second type of ESTJ is called the play ESTJ. This ESTJ is energy dominant, whereas the other ESTJ is information dominant. They are going to also gather information before organizing it. So for the play ESTJ, they would be much more interested in new concepts and new ways of doing things before going over the introverted sensing, the known information function. So they would appear much more like an NT, but they are double extroverts, so they'd have a lot of energy, and they would talk a lot, they would blast a lot as well. And so the play ESTJ, a very extroverted type that would many times look like an NT. So let's take a look at a few examples. The four basic types of ESTJs. The most introverted ESTJ would be a blast sleep, TeSi. So you see they're using two extroverted functions in animals and then an introverted function in an introverted animal. So they would really seem to have a foot in both worlds. They would seem introverted on some level, they would seem extroverted on other levels. So that is yours truly on the left, and that is Kate Blanchett on the right. Those are examples of a TeSi, a real kind of standard ESTJ. They have extroverted information, so they would talk a lot, but their energy level would be lower than most extroverts. So they would feel introverted when it comes to physical energy. Then you have the blast play ESTJ. This is a picture of Ed Milet. He is an entrepreneur, a very wealthy man. This would be a stereotypical ESTJ, a person who talks a lot and has a lot of energy. And so you see how extroverted they are. EEEI, that's pretty extroverted. And so a lot of your talk show hosts are ESTJs, a lot of people who just have a lot of words and a lot of energy. This would be your kind of stereotypical ESTJ. Then we enter into the world of the double extrovert. And they're called double extroverts because they use two extroverted functions primarily. So the play consume, TeNe, they would have a lot of energy, but then they would be a little more processed with their information. But then they would use their extroverted functions. And so they would very much resemble an NT type. And then a play blast, TeNe, would be an extremely extroverted person who's constantly running around doing things, constantly talking, constantly learning and teaching, and they would definitely resemble an NT. This would be one of the most extroverted types that exists. So the ESTJ strengths are in balancing the S world and the N world, the sensing and the intuition, being good in crisis situation, chaos situations, being good in that. Their struggle is in the identity tribe aspect. They are all about what's good for the company, what's good for the family, what's good for the organization, for the church. So they make great managers. But many times there is a void in leadership. So the challenge for the ESTJ is to tap into what is that FI that they want, what is that thing, that one thing that they really believe in, and then lead with that out in front, and then the managing will take care of itself.
Right, so there's 3 more people we can easily lose. And then there's Tom Sinkowski. He's useless. Gone.
Sounds good to me.